Yo. So we back at it again. And I already told you that we was about to talk about my friend. And that man is a fish man. And his name is Jinbe. Like Jinbe, of course, like all other straw hats, I must say that I love him to death. Eh? Okay then. You gotta like, you see, you gotta like that, how I put that all together. Because this is poetry, boss man. Like, Jinbe, let's get to him. Jinbe, well, I think my first thing I want to speak on with Jinbe is a lot of people videos that I watch and I look at. They really love to claim like, oh, he has no more potential, or he can't grow anymore, or his growth isn't going to be that much because he's already at his prime and stuff like that. And to that I say, man, I guess they forgot about Rayleigh when he was in the archipelago, or however you want to say that word, because if you forgot about him and his 80 something year old self and keeping up with the Admiral, if you forgot about all that, it's alright. It's alright if you did, but hey, listen, I didn't. I didn't forget about all that. And my thing about it is, Jinbe is a fish man, not a regular human, but a fish man. So yeah, you could put him in his prime. I don't care, but you can't tell me that 80 years old is old for a fish man either. That's just, you can't tell me that. Like, they don't really be aging like humans, like how we do. They age up and they grow up and they get old, but by the time they old, they super old. They fish man. If the regular humans in One Piece is living to at least 120, and some of the superhumans living to 150, because we see that old lady gonna probably get there. So some of the superhumans living to 150. Maybe you can get some of the lucky ones living to 200. Come on now, and that's a regular human. So I'm not even gonna speak on Fishman, who can, you could probably quadruple that off the first number, and then you got giants and stuff like that. That's why I say, like, come on now. When you looking at it like that, Jinbe, I definitely think he gonna grow more, because like, yeah, he had powerful people with him when he was first on his crew and the Sun crew and all that, but now he with the Pirate King. And Odin was super strong before he went with Whitebeard. But guess what? Traveling with Whitebeard made Odin stronger. And guess what? Odin was super strong before before he went with Roger. But I bet traveling with Roger made him even stronger. Because, and yeah, he was in his prime, so you can't take it. But like I say, I think Jinbe, yeah, he in his prime, but he still got plenty more years on him to go to still be in his prime and get better. And now that he with the Pirate King, the next Pirate King, yeah, and he's so motivated, like, yeah, Jinbe is definitely gonna be way more of a beast. I think he gonna, like, I don't know if I seen him use the Ryu or the advanced form of armament. I don't know if I seen him use it, but I bet he could use it, and I bet he could probably use maybe a little future sight. It might not be super advanced like Carla Curie, but I bet he could probably do it, like, cause he, like, if y'all want to say experience, then like you say, he's been around the block. He done been on the seas for a long time. I know he got observation and armament. I know that for a fact. So, you feel me? I'm not going to take away. And when I start breaking down these crews, and I told myself, like, I'm going to start breaking down all the crews and really ask myself. And lately I've been running into it. So, y'all ain't gonna let me get away with it. So I ain't gonna let myself get away with it either. So if I know I ain't gonna let myself, I know y'all ain't. But I've been looking at these crews because I want to make sure, because I want to make sure that, hey, now, don't be afraid, or don't be mad if Jimmy get conquers hockey. Like, don't act like he can't have it. Like, but then that's why I say I look at the crews and I'm like, okay, Saints crew, yeah, Saints, we know it. Let's Ben Beckman. To me, it ain't even no argument about him either. And then I look at somebody like Yasop, like, who could potentially, you feel me, have it. Like, then I look at Lucky Rule, like, he a combatant and he seem intimidating. Like, one of the first people we see kill somebody. Like, it's people who I look at like so powerful. Like, if you told me they had Congress hockey, that yeah, they might not have Conqueror's clothing or advanced Conqueror's hockey, because Conqueror's clothing might not even be advanced Conqueror's hockey. That might just be Conqueror's clothing, and then you got advanced Conqueror's hockey. Like, so yeah, they might not be just that depth. Maybe they can only do so to, the certain people, because they still conquerors, but at the same time they are conquerors under a conqueror. You feel me? They got conquerors motivation. That's how I look at that. Like, because a lot of people used to say that a long time ago. A lot of people used to be like, well, how can you have conquerors hockey if you up under somebody? But I think a lot of people understand now, like, these people got conqueror natures. Like, yeah, they up under somebody, but they got conqueror nature. These people built the conquer stuff. Like, yeah, you feel me? They make the conquer stuff with whoever this person they up under. Like, but they built the, like, this person within themselves could probably be, if they wasn't up under this person. Like, come on, man. Zoro started his own pirate crew. You don't think Zoro would still be a supernova? He would still be a threat. He might not be doing what Luffy doing, but he'll be probably the closest one to Luffy. If we wouldn't even be talking about no kid then, we'll be talking about Zoro. We'll be like, wait, who is him? The pirate hunter. Like, you feel me? So definitely stuff like that. But so with Jinbe, yeah, I had to say that because I just don't like the fact that I don't think that he just gonna sit there and only get a little bit stronger while you got Luffy, Zoro, and so really everybody. When you got pretty much everybody on the crew gonna grow super strong, and when you really can't say that because like Frankie kind of old. I think Frankie pushing on the 40, like close and about to be about 40, and I know Robin is pushing on up there in the late 30s, but I know for One Piece that's kind of around your prime right there, so I ain't gonna say that's old. But at the same time, I keep saying for a fishman, I just don't think 58, and which I think that's how old he is. I don't think that's old. I just don't. If you say 100, then all right. I say you getting up there, but 58. Jinbe, I think he can probably improve more on his armament. Improve more. It's way more levels. If he ain't there yet, it's more levels that I think he could improve more. And this the crew that he gonna improve on. His bounty is 438 million, and I said that if he gets a bounty increase, he had fought against, and see now I know. See, Jinbe fought against who's who, and who's bounty is 546 million. Jinbe bounty is 438 million. Now this is just how I think. I know a lot of people are gonna think different. That's why I love everybody's opinions. But this is just make more sense to me that I'm not about Jinbe, who already got close to a 500 million bounty, beat somebody with over 500 million bounty. I'm not about to take this man and be like, oh, okay, well, here go, you beat 546, so here go 550. Like, no, like I'm gonna be looking at the battle, which that's what CP0 is doing. Like they see how easily, even before the battle started, they even said that like, yeah, who's who, he might not even stand a chance against Jim. That's Jinbe of the Sea. Like you feel me? Like that's how renowned he is. And now this super renowned, already powerfully known person is with a man who defeated Kaido and Big Mom, because that's what they gonna make it look like. Like a lot of people looking past that because they don't want to say that, but like it's common sense that they gonna make it look like Luffy beat Kaido and Big Mom, and they gonna declare this man the Yonko. To me, in my mind, they gonna be like this man the next Pirate King. 3 red poneglyphs. Jinbe beat this person. Not telling about I've been thinking about CP0. I've been thinking they gonna get another battle. So Jinbe beat another person on CP0. No, it's impossible because I said might do one by Yamato, and I might do one by Yamato, but Yamato will be like a special bonus. So Luffy will come before Yamato because I'm so ready to get Luffy so bad. I love Luffy. Y'all know that's my favorite character. But like when I'm not putting Yamato in it, like which I hope she really does join the crew, but when I'm not putting Yamato in it, like Jinbe is going to be the fourth strongest person on the crew. Like when I think about that, like I'm not about to even sit here and scoff at that. Like no, Jinbe gonna be like the fourth strongest person on the crew. And then after Jinbe, it would be Frankie. You feel me? Like, and then I love Frankie. I know he powerful, but he ain't fighting with Jinbe right now. And the Monster Trio gonna be the Monster Trio. That's not changing. That's why Oda showed us Sanji beating Queen so easily. Like you gotta see, like Sanji was struggling with himself, not Queen. Sanji even told himself at a point in time, like I know I can beat him if I just fight and just be me. But he was struggling with himself, and honestly, like that's why Oda is doing that. He's showing us like, no, the Monster Trio, they up here, you feel me, and they on a different level. I'm letting these, and that's what I love about this. I'm letting these extra strong people join to show the world, like, yeah, Yamato join, yeah, Jinbe on here, yeah, these super strong, powerful people on here, but they ain't even the strongest. These the strongest. This the leader. Like, yeah, you feel me? And he, Luffy might do some reminiscences of rocks, or you feel me, something like that. What if he did find One Piece? What if Zoro did go off, like, after 20 or so years after everything, or they got old and maybe they spent another 10 years on the C-15 and then they went off, and Zoro did go off selling the seas in a mini sailboat as the greatest swordsman looking for a challenge, because hey, that's what he might be looking for now, for the next person to replace him. You feel me? Stuff like that. That's what I'm saying. Like when it come down, it's gonna keep going. Stuff gonna keep on moving along, moving forward. And so for Jinbe, definitely I see him. I always said I see him 800 million plus. I say it would stop at 1 billion. And how I've been thinking about it lately, I would love for them to do Luffy. I always said Luffy gotta go over Kaido. I just hope and praise they put Luffy over Kaido. I do. But if they don't, I mean, oh well, but I hope they do. So I always said Luffy like 4.8 or higher. Then when I said I get down to Zoro, I had already said like Zoro 1.5, between 2 billion. Like it'll stop at 2. He wouldn't get to where Blackbeard's at. But you feel me? It would stop right there. Then I said Sanji like 1.2, between 1.5, somewhere close to Zoro, close to his bounty. But I would not be mad if Oda gave Jinbe, 1 billion. Kind of like Kaido's crew. Like you had Kaido who 4.6. You got King and Queen, who you got King who 139, and then you got Queen who like 1 2 something, and then you got, guess who you got? You got Jack, 1 billion, bam, right there. Like that'd be fine. You got Luffy some 4 point something, Zoro and Sanji Zoro 1.5, or Sanji 1.2. You feel me? And then Jinbe a bit, or Sanji 1.4. To keep them kind of up there in the upper echelon, and then Jinbe 1 billion. Everybody else kind of fall under the 800 million mark. You feel me? Close to the 500 million mark. And kind of the lower, weaker members, or the ones they think we, you feel me, close to the 300 million mark. You feel me? Stuff like that. That's how I kind of look at it. So with Jinbe, I just don't see anything less than 800. A lot of people, and I looked at a lot of, because I was looking at a lot of that today. I was looking at a lot of people like bounty videos, and so many people is like, well, yeah, Jinbe, his bounty is already this, and even Jinbe said that after 300, it's hard to make your bounty go up. Do you know how many people we done seen had 300 million past their bounty? Maybe not a lot, y'all, but I know a lot of people past 300, so I don't care about all that. It not doing this and doing that. No, when these people think, when world government think you a threat and think that you gonna have something to do with them, I can promise you, I already know off the ripple, off the dribble, that they is coming after you, and they gonna put a price on your head. And Jinbe, he is the Knight of the Sea, and he is very powerful. He done defeated somebody they really want. I keep thinking that CP0 is going to become a problem. He probably probably gonna defeat one of them, and yeah, they gonna be like, yeah, definitely 800, 850, 950. I always give it, that 5 or 0. Me, I don't. Older can put his own little puns in there. He'll give it the puns or his own little numbers that mean something. You feel me? But yeah, a billion. I wouldn't mind for Jinbe to have anything like that, or 750 if you want. You feel me? But I think he would be up there because Jinbe definitely can fight against certain Yonko commanders and be able to beat them. Definitely. That's just how I feel about him. So growth wise, he is going to grow. He gonna get stronger. Bounty wise, it's definitely gonna go up way more than 5 or 6. Way more than that. It's gonna be over 700 at least. Like, you feel me? Even if you want to put him at 705, 715, like, it's gonna be over 700. Like, and that's just how I feel about it. So yeah, definitely. Powers and strength. I mean, as for, do I think it's going to be anything else centered around Jinbe? Nah, I think we kind of got everything from him when we got the whole cake, and his whole thing was about joining the crew. So I don't think he gonna get like his own little thing, like how we all feel like Usopp about to get Elbaf, and how Zoro done had Wano, and how Sanji had. I ain't got to go over all that. I don't think he gonna get something else like that. So that's probably it for him. But throughout all these battles and everything else, and knowing, you feel me, knowing that he gonna play a role in fighting in these admirals in the end game, and Blackbeard crew in the end game, knowing all these strong opponents who I know like way stronger than some of these people we find now that we just thinking strong, but these people towards the end game gonna like be done surpass this level, and we gonna be like, dang, back then we thought Kaido was this, but look at this person now could beat Kaido easily, and like we didn't think that could happen. So you feel me? So that's how I look at that right there. Um, I think that's really about it for what I have for Jinbe, cause really that ain't too much that I put him at number 4. I said what his bounty would be. He get definitely towards the end. I definitely see him as one of the strongest people. Everybody on Luffy crew gonna be one of the strongest people, if they not the strongest people around in selling the seas. So yeah, definitely that's how I feel about all of them. But yeah, Jinbe. Definitely a great character. I just wish a lot of people would stop trying to put him so low and not, boost his bounty up. He gonna be a Yonko commander technically. Like, between, if I was to choose his Luffy real Yonko commanders that's on his crew, it would be Zoro, Sanji, and Jinbe. Really, you feel me? If you take Luffy out of the group, you gotta have a top 3 without Luffy, because Luffy kind of like the captain. So really, the top 3 beside Luffy, the one controlling it all, is gonna be Zoro, Sanji, and Jinbe. Like, yeah, most definitely. Now, you feel me? Now, will Usopp move up in that one day? Man, that's another story to be told. You feel me? I would hope so. But for now, dog Jinbe up there, and he makes a very good addition to the crew. It is very good to have Jinbe along with us. Somebody who can be in the water now. Really, I think Jinbe can communicate with like certain. I don't think can they communicate with Sea Kings, y'all? I don't know. I don't think they can communicate with the smart ones, or maybe he can't. But maybe he can communicate with the dumb ones. If not, he's still a fish man. He can swim even better than Sanji. And Sanji, like, one of the best swimmers on there. He can swim dang near like a fish man. But this Jinbe, he's like the maestro, the mistro, the whatever you want to call it. He is that, the maestro. Like, yeah, he is that. He is that when it comes to swimming. So, and he know how to sail. Like, he the boat sailor, not the one who fixing and repairing it like Frankie. You feel me? But he really know how to sail a boat. Like, that stuff he showed me with Big Mom, man, I was like, boy, if a person could do that in real life, Jesus, Lord, they have, boy. So yeah, I respect that he here. I know his strength gonna be good, and he'll be like a good person that can probably teach the Straw Hats more about the world. Like Jimmy, like we all know, he done been around. So when stuff come down and they just selling them, he might can teach them stuff about, oh, we can might go here to get the 4th point of view, or I got clues this for that. Like, it's, or I know this and that. Let me tell you that this and that about Roger this, or not important stuff that Luffy ain't gonna want to hear, but stuff that would make for a good story, and things that he would know about the world that could help all of them out, or do something and that's something like that. So I look forward to that. Now, y'all already know. After this, my dog coming in high storm alert. Please be ready for that one because man, Luffy is gonna be a good one, and I plan to talk about him to the world ends. Thank y'all for watching.